Good morning. It is 6:26 in the a.m. It is Friday, the 9th of March. And hi, I'm Beth, and this is my box. I'm at work. Today is pretty much like my Thursday because tomorrow, Saturday, is my Friday, my last day of work. Anyway, I'm very pleased with myself because I did the math. If all else fails, do the math. So, you know how Dumpy likes to sit there and say he won the big vote, or he has a mandate and blah blah blah. Yeah, well, you won 77 million, of which I do believe you still cheated in there so that you could, come out on top, because if a black woman beat you, oh, that would be the death of you. Stupid Dumpy. Anyway, he did cheat from my understanding of all the information that's out there. Plus, just looking at him as a human and seeing what he does as a human, looking at his own record against him, yeah, the MFer cheated. He cheats at golf. He cheats on his wives. He cheats at business. He cheats all the way around the block. He said when he was running for president that he was going to lower egg prices on day one. Yeah, how the egg prices looking? Okay, it's not my fault or America's fault that there is a foreign media outlet that is known as Fox News, which is not news. It's run by a foreigner, not news propaganda show on America. Anyway, I did the math. Dumpy won, even with his cheat, 77 million people. Okay? 77 million votes. Well, you guess what? 89 million Americans didn't vote. First of all, shame on you for not doing the one job as an American that I feel you are required to do, because otherwise we end up in this kind of shit mess that we're in. Anyway, 77 million is what Dumpy got. Again, I don't think it was legitimate, all the votes that he got, because he's a schemy, cheating SOB. So if you look at the people who didn't vote for him, that was 89 million people. That means 12 million more people didn't vote for this asshole than did vote for this asshole. And if you put it together with how many votes Kamala won, that means that at least 164 million Americans did not want this SOB in office. And now he hates America so much because nobody held him accountable. He's going to try and destroy it all. So all you Macedonians who really love their little prince, understand, he hates you. He's coming after you. He is going to bankrupt you because he hates you so much. And he wants to continue to play golf on our dime. We, the American taxpayers, are paying this idiot to go play golf. Is that what you want with your money? Is that okay with you that grandma is going to lose her health care, but he gets to go play golf? And now he's going to have this whole parade destroying the streets in Washington, D.C. because he wants to be more like Kim Jong-un. You know, the guy from North Korea that starves all of his people. That's what he wants for America. So you can either be an American and stand up to this maniacal, twisted SOB, or you can just let us fall. All right, people. So, yeah, this... Understand this, Macedonians, if you're even watching. I don't get very many views, and I'm okay with that. But for the one or two that actually do tune in, guess what? He hates you, MAGA. He hates you. The only reason he liked you was just to get your vote. He even told you that. It is on tape that he doesn't care about you. He just wants your vote. But you won't believe that. You'd rather believe the fantasy world that he tries to create for you. You only halfway listen to what he says because he does both. He'll tell you some crazy ass shit like laser beams affecting the vote ballots and stuff, which cause you people to go out and believe all that crap, but then you don't listen to the fact of him saying he doesn't care about you, he just wants your vote. Okay? So he's maniacal that way. He's been lying to you since day one. He's been using your fear and your hate against other Americans. Understand that, okay? He wants us as Americans to destroy each other so that he can ride on his high horse and have his little parade. Because nothing says confidence like having to do a parade like Kim Jong-un, or however you pronounce the North Korea's name. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to fill an empty spot in his soul with this stupid parade, and it's not going to work. People. Yeah. So you're the mark. If you don't recognize the con, C-O-N, then that means you're the mark. So all you MAGA people out there who are all excited about your Dumpy coming into office, you're the mark. Because you didn't see the con. He is a con man. That's all he's done his entire life is con people. Well, now he's an old, decrepit man. You know how Grandpa gets old and starts doing weird, okay, Grandpa, your glasses are on your head kind of thing. You know what I mean? But it's even worse than that. So he's got people like Stephen creepy-ass Miller whispering in his ear that we need to get rid of all of these people, these foreigners. The problem with that is the foreigners are doing the work that nobody else wants to do. So China is having a really good time dragging us Americans. And as an American, I don't blame them for doing it. It actually, because America is so weak right now because of this imbecile we have in office because he cheated to get in, China's having a blast and is actually looking stronger than America because America has a petty-ass tyrant sitting in the Oval Office. And nobody's holding him accountable because the Republicans are so scared of you MAGA people. He wants to get rid, understand, Magadonians, you guys ride the Medicaid train more than the Democrats, okay? You Magadonian Republicans, which there is no such thing anymore, you Magadonians ride the SNAP train or the benefit train more than the Democrats do. So you get mad saying that it's the black people stealing your tax dollars for their Medicaid and Medicare when it's you. By the numbers, it's you that is the ones that are using it more. So, because you helped vote this tyrant into office, and yes, he cheated. I understand that. I can't prove it. I just know he did. He wants to destroy America because he hates you. He hates me. He hates everything because he has been a wounded child since the age of 3. And he hasn't grown up since. So we got the Stephen Maniac Miller trying to get rid of all the brown people because it's easy to hate them. You can see that they're different than you. So you want to get rid of them. But you know what? I know MAGA's not going to sit there and want to clean the toilets. I know they're not going to pick the strawberries because you're too damn lazy to do so. So, MAGA, this is on you for voting for this idiot because you are so angry at us for no reason, really, all because you watch this Fox run by a foreigner, not news station. I can't help you with that. I would have thought your Christian values would have helped you see the light, but instead you want to go all crazy Christian because you're all concerned about homos That's a bad way of saying it, but people who are gay. How about that? That makes it easier. Gay people, brown people, black people, women, and abortion. Those are your main little things. But what if you misunderstood the whole meaning in the Bible? What if you misunderstood it? You're trying to fight things that are natural. Not all gay people are natural, came to it being natural, but that has my general thought. Yes, some people are born gay. Some people are made gay. Do you know how they're made gay? Because their parents or their relations somewhere in their family line decided to abuse them and confuse them with their abuse, which makes them go the gay route instead of going the straight route. Okay? Those are my thoughts and my opinions on that. Every individual case is unique. So it's just a very broad statement that I'm saying here. Because like I said, some people are born that way and some people are created that way. Some people just choose that way. So it's a whole gambit of situations. I can't sit there and say one particular thing. But you people, with your whole abortion thing, do you really think? You have to think. That's the hard thing for you guys to do, apparently. If you go back to the biblical times where you're misinterpreting what's in the Bible about abortion, do you really think the men at that time would have preferred the baby over the mama? Okay, because they're not going to raise that child without a mama because they don't do it now for the most part. And I'm speaking men. Men generally don't raise the children. There are some good men out there that do it, but as far as being a single father, there's not a whole lot of them out there. And in ancient times, it was even more so. A man would have preferred to keep his wife so that he could make his little happy peas happy and not worry about the kid. Yes, men wanted to have boys to carry on their lineage. However, they would still prefer to have kept the woman alive versus the baby alive. So your whole thing about abortion is wrong. And your whole thing about gay people, you're going against nature because gay people have existed since time immemorial, since before recorded history ever began. Okay? If you got a problem with gay people, then a lot of it is on you because you're too worried thinking about what they're doing with their parts and pieces on their body. If they're not hurting other people or hurting children, I don't give a crap what they're doing. Because they're not affecting me. They're affecting their lives. Their decisions are for them. And that's what America's supposed to be about, having the freedom to be able to make your own decisions about what you want to do with your life and your body. Do you want me coming into your world and sitting there, and this goes for the white man, to try and analyze your performance in the bedroom? Would you like me to do that? Would you like me to say it's too small, or it's too stumpy, or it's thin, or it's too thick? Do you really want us to start judging you the way that you seem to enjoy judging other people? By your judgment, that allows us to judge you just as much as you feel you have the right to judge others. And you really don't. You really don't. You set yourself up for a fall because you are the mark and he is the con. He told you that he's a con man. You just didn't want to pay attention to it. He's been conning you since his whole apprentice days, acting like he was all that in a bag of chips. Some people want to say he's a businessman, so he must know how to do things. Well, you're only paying attention to half the story because the other half is he bankrupted at least 6 times. Get a grip, people. Get a grip. We as Americans need to come together to fight this asshole because he got in illegitimately. Nobody was counting on his cheat being so magnificent that it takes months to try and figure all that shit out. And while he's in power, he's not going to check his own ass. Come on now. He's an illegitimate president from day one. He cheated in 2016 with Russia. He cheated in 2020, and his cheat wasn't successful, so that made him mad to say that it was stolen from him. No, it wasn't stolen from him. The American people were just done. They were done with this dumbass. So now here we are in 2024, and he cheated again, because that's what he does. Try and get his golf scores out of him. The real golf scores, not the one that he made up on the putt-putt range. Ugh. So in 2024, we had Russia interference. That's been documented. We had Elon's interference, trying to pay people off with $1 million. So if he was doing that in broad daylight, what do you think he was doing behind the scenes, people? Come on now. Y'all got enough sense. You done watched enough NCIS and every other cop show out there to know that these schemy son of a bitches do that shit all the time. And they delude you by making you think you should hate us. The people that actually try and stand up for all Americans, not just a particular group. So yeah, he cheated with Elon, he cheated with Russia, he cheated all over the place by lying to you and misleading you and making you think he was going to make America great again. No, he wants to destroy America, okay? So his little piss ant parade out there, it's just another way for him to do something he can't do no more because he's old and it doesn't work. So he's got to find another way to make himself happy. So again, let me reiterate. 89 million Americans did not do their job as an American and vote. 89 million people did not vote. If you add the 89 million that didn't vote, along with Kamala's 75 million that did vote for her, you get 164 million people did not want this asshat in power. So, you can take your 77 million and shove it, Mr. Creep. And oh yeah, if you did your taxes, you probably felt the same kind of ew that I felt. I've done my taxes every single year, okay? My federal taxes. And I never felt the way that I felt this last time doing my taxes. I felt, because I know that my information is now in some database that Elon Musk has started. And he's doing that database so that he can help Dumpy create dossiers on people who disagree with the Dumpy Meister. So I'm sure somewhere out there my name is included in the people that can't stand this son of a bitch, because we come with truth and he comes with lies. Lies repeated over and over and over again to the point where it gets sunk in your head and you think that's reality. And it's not. It's not, people. He's disgracing the White House. He's disgracing our Constitution. He's taking a dump over our Constitution, trying to tear it up into shreds. And the Republicans are not holding him accountable. My God, Obama wore a tan suit one time, and you would have thought that he had committed treason from one side to the other. Why? Because the foreign Fox-run, not news outlet kept pumping that shit, and y'all ate it up. You Magadonians, because you couldn't stand the black man. Whereas this guy, the white guy that's in office because he cheated to get in, he's ripping up the Constitution in front of your face, and you're still saying, go Trump, because you're a moron. If you haven't seen the clues, you're going to start feeling it shortly, because he's a moron. And he wants to fuck over America. And he's doing a damn good job. And you're letting him. So, yeah. Maybe you need to look a little clearer and understand that you have been duped. He has lied to you every which way that can. Okay? Cheater McCheaty's going to cheat, because that's what cheaters do. So, for those of you who are not Magadonians, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have prepared. You buy stock. I mean, not stockpiles, but at least buy some flour and some sugar. You may not have eggs, later on to make bread or whatever, but do things. Try and do something because this asshole wants to destroy our country. Okay? Okay. All right. Everybody, peace out for now. Take care of yourselves because that's all we got. And we need to come together, even with the Dumpians. Once they wake up, we got to let them into the coalition to save our country. All right? All right. Peace out, people.